Now, you know that I don't like Skull and Bones, right? But I'm not going to make 9 videos because that's not the type of content I make, okay? I'm not going to make 9 videos on Skull and Bones saying how bad it is and I'm going to shit all over it, right? I, on this channel, like to give information. So I played Skull and Bones, gave you my thoughts on it, and now someone has played the end game or is going to tell us how the end game work, okay? Links in the description of the person's channel. We're listening to Tommy Boy 601. Got 18,000 subscribers. He's got the Helm Overview of the end game activity in Skull and Bone, okay? I want to make sure that I, as a gamer, regardless if I like the game or not, some of you are going to like this game, okay? I try to give you as much information as possible so you can make your choices with your money, how you choose to spend it, okay? And he has answers for the end game. Now, I haven't watched this video yet, okay? I was like, oh, end game activities. Let's watch it together on stream and give you my thoughts on if it's good or bad. Because I only played the early game, right? I only played the early game, and I thought it was very repetitive of what it was, okay? Again, that word repetitive is different amongst different games, okay? If you see the curtain and the wizards behind it, some people see it faster than others. This doesn't appeal to me. I rather, when I played this game, go play Sea of Thieves than play Skull and Bones. But here we go, okay? So let me lower the music, put this video up. Let's see how the end game, what's going to happen in the end game.
Been hiding what could be considered the end game activity for Skull and Bones. Today, we're going to dive deep into the Helm, the secretive organization that pulls the strings of the Skull and Bones universe, explain what you need to know, how to make the best money, and just give an overview on this organization. So if that sounds good, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's dive
now the game
on in. So what is the Helm? Well, for those of you,
the game is not out yet. It comes out the 16th. These people have played, and he's giving you his opinion on what he thinks, because they're hiding what the end game is. So let's listen to him.
You that played the Skull and Bones beta, it's probably right where you left off, and things seemed a little bit fishy with a certain tavern in the main town. But for all intents and purposes, what the Helm is GTA Online's businesses brought into a pirate's life. That's right. If you've spent any time in GTA Online, businesses are been a cornerstone of the money-making world of that game. The optimization.
So you're in Grand Theft Auto, you would be a gun runner or a club owner or casino owner. So you have a business that you're going to be running in the end game of Skull and Bones. So you're going to be basically, I would assume, like if you were running alcohol, now you're running some sort of goods in this as well.
Running of them has been
let me rewind a little bit so we can hear
GTA Online, businesses are been a cornerstone of the money-making world of that game. The optimization and running of them has been a topic for entire YouTube channels, and the Helm is just those businesses brought into Skull and Bones. To unlock the first Helm office, you can speak to Yanita, who is the tavern lady over in the first town, after you've reached Infamy Tier 6. Once unlocked, she'll put you through several onboarding contracts to kind of get you familiar with everything. There are 2 Helm offices within Skull and Bones, one in Santa Ana, the main city, and the other in Tuluk, which is overseen by Yanita's sister, Hauma. Each of these locations for the Helm will have 4 different kinds of facilities located in them, and you can fast travel to them by holding the right bumper while in port. The 4 facilities.
You know my biggest problem with Skull and Bones? Besides going to the outposts, you're a boat. You're a boat. Like, you'd never get outside of the boat. You would think this would be right up my alley, right? Because I like playing American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator and Snow Runners where I'm just a car, right? But for some reason, this doesn't appeal to me because I got to go around doing a mini game to chop a tree down, right? I don't know.
These are going to be the Helm Empire, the Supply Network, the Order Registry, and the Distillery. And to explain what all of those do, I'm going to go ahead and run you through the sort of gameplay loop you can expect to encounter when trying to make progress with the Helm.
The graphics look great, though, don't they?
The first is going to be the Supply Network. This is where you're going to pick up supplies in order to make your illicit goods. There are multiple kind of activities that you can do in order to acquire these supplies.
See, this is right up my alley. Taking goods from one place to another. Fantastic, right? This would be right up 30's alley. I'm just a shipping container guy. That'd be a great game. Shipping Container Simulator. Where you at?
There's
Probably a
supply
thing.
deals, which are just meeting someone at a random outpost and picking them up. You can usually fast travel. These are very quick. You have mobile dealers, which are just Helm folks out on the open ocean that you can meet and buy stuff from. You have rogue hunters, which basically there is a small convoy that you can then attack, and you'll know that they have those materials on it. And finally, there's the option of plundering forts. You can attack forts, and those are going to...
Okay, I'm trying to listen to him, but I'm losing it. It's like I'm losing it. It's because I have no interest. I'm being very honest here. I'm trying to listen to what the end game stuff is, right? So I'm running stuff across the ocean. Okay, I can do forts that I can't get out, so I got to shoot the forts from a distance, right?
Hunters, which basically
Okay, you got hunters that you're going after, sort of like division.
A small convoy that you can then attack, and you'll know that they have those materials on it. And finally, there's the option of plundering forts.
Okay.
You can attack forts, and those are going to have the most material held within them. And you may be saying, Tommy, what sort of goods and services can I offer from the Helm? What am I making? Well, I'll give you a hint. So far, the two inputs I found are sugarcane and poppy.
Ooh, poppy. Okay, that means you're making drugs.
So, rum and opium, folks.
There you go, opium. Hey, you're making opium.
Yeah, that's right, in the Indian Ocean. Shout out to Ubisoft for apparently just being like, there's a certain world leader who is very much stuck on the century of humiliation that he thinks his country suffered over the Opium Wars. Let's make a game where it's all about peddling the opium. That's right. So, foreign countries be damned, I guess. The objective, the end game of Skull and Bones is to make rum and opium. The distilleries basically...
Is he making a joke, or is that actually what it is?
You can upgrade them, but starting out, you're going to make White Skull rum.
I know in real life that's what it is. I'm saying is that actually what it is? You're literally just running opium?
Rum and Blue Lotus opium. You will then be able to upgrade the facilities to produce things like Gold Skull rum, White Skull gin, Black Snuff, White Snuff, Gold Skull gin, Gold Skull rum. Yeah, so gin, rum, snuff, and opium are the four products that you will produce out of the Helm, and then you will deliver them. How do you know where to deliver them to? Well, you go to an order registry, and in the background of the footage, you'll be seeing what we are doing. Essentially, what occurs is you pick a location that you can deliver things to, and you will have to travel there. And while you're traveling there, there's going to be enemies that are going to attack you. And it very much does feel like a Grand Theft Auto on.
I hope that the same people that gave Suicide Squad's endgame, where I'm running on rooftops and doing the same activities over and over again, have the same energy as Skull and Bones. All you're doing is running across the ocean, doing the same 3 activities from one point to the next. If I don't hear that from the same people that said that to the other game, we're going to have a talking.
Online car delivery mission, except this time you're a drug runner in the age of sail. Like I said, it's a bit wild. So once you've basically crafted and distilled the items, it does take quite a bit of time in order for the items to be made. So it kind of lets you go play the rest of
So there's timers on the things that have to be made as well?
The game while the items are being made, and then you can make these deliveries to then earn bonus currency. You do have the option to either sell the goods outright for a fairly high amount of silver, or to run a delivery route, which you will have to run. There's no fast traveling to the delivery points with these. And when you do that, you're going to earn a unique currency that can be spent within the Helm. Now, there's 2 ways to spend money within the Helm. The first is within the final facility, which is the Helm Empire. Within this is like your business management section.
But what am I doing? Right? Okay, I get it. I like the transportation between one point to the next, right? But what am I doing? Am I just doing this to get my infamy level up? Do I become the pirate legend, the pirate captain, the pirate whatever? Like, what is the end game? Why am I running opium across the ocean 1,000 times to make an empire? What am I doing? What makes me special?
It's going to allow you to upgrade your empire, improve your stats, improve how quick things distill, improve the quality of the stills, stuff like that. Or you can then also spend this coinage in the black market. The black market tends to have some rare items, some valuable items, ones that I assume are going to...
I saw it before. Are those torpedoes? Are those torpedoes? Now I want the same energy level from the fans out there that don't think that DC's lore is correct. Meanwhile, there's torpedoes and pirates.
Going to be kind of the most powerful weapons of the game and equipment for your ships. So it kind of pokes you and prods you into doing this that you have the most powerful ship to take on people with. So that is the Helm in a nutshell. Like I said, it's surprising. I'll be honest, I was not seeing, I had not predicted GTA boats being the final destination for this game, but Ubisoft does seem
GTA boats, Grand Theft boating, GTB,
to be committed to kind of, this is the end game / shared universe area moving forward. I definitely foresee a world where instead of just NPCs knowing when you're making these sort of supply runs, they let other players know as well, and they try to sync you, and they're going to think that's fun, and it's going to be just...
I hated those missions. In Grand Theft Auto, I hated those missions. When you did something, and then everybody on the online would know that you were doing it and would come after you, I hated that.
It's like GTA, where you have to find a server where no one cares. It's wild. It's wild. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Okay. I'm a little lost on what that game is, because the exact same thing that I did in the 4.5 hours I did in the beginning of it seems like you're doing the exact same thing in hour 30, 40, 100, but instead of getting wood and like coconuts, I'm now getting sugar and poppy seed and then distilling those to make them, you know, certain things so I can then put those across to get more money. And I could break that down for a lot of different games and be very generalistic and very just like, oh, it's a gun game, you're just shooting. Like, I understand there's a generalistic of that, but it doesn't seem like anything special. And I'm trying to break it down in Sea of Thieves as well, right? In Sea of Thieves, it doesn't matter because I'm not leveling up. I'm trying to become pirate captain, but while you're becoming pirate captain, you're on these adventures. You're getting off the boat. You're fighting guys on the island. You're exploring, you're doing puzzles, there's like story, there's all these different things you can do, and that was on day one. That wasn't 5 years later. There was story elements, there was different things. Well, actually, the story came a little bit later, okay? But there was still things to do. This seems like you're on a boat. And when you're not on a boat, you're in a menu system that you're walking around in, okay? And that's the problem. You're on a boat the entire time. You are the boat. Skull and Drugs. To be fair, I don't think folks criticizing Suicide Squad are the same crowd Skull and Bones fan. No, I'm talking about the reviewers, Takashi. I'm not talking about the fan. I'm talking about IGN and the other outlets saying that all you're doing is running around on rooftops in Suicide Squad. So I just want the same energy level from those people. They wrote that down and said all you're doing is running around the rooftops doing the same 4 missions. So I want to make sure they say the exact same thing for Skull and Bones. All you're doing is riding on the ocean doing the same mission. We on Skull and Bones? Yeah, we just listened to what the end game could be. And let me tell you, it's as exciting as it sounds. It's that perfect triangle. That perfect triangle of you've done all of this in the game down here, and now the last 2 things you're going to do is that you're running opium. That's it. You're running high-end supplies across the ocean. The way he made it sound, Luke, was that basically it's Grand Theft Auto Online, but in boat. So in Grand Theft Auto Online, you would pick up like a high-end target, right, to go across the map, and then everybody on the map would know that you have it, and they would come after you. That's what he's saying that would happen here. Now, he doesn't know if it's going to be just the NPC or if it's going to be also the players in there as well. Well, maybe they'll add that, Paul, if the game makes it, right? Everybody says if Skull and Bones was set during the 1880s, 1900, torpedoes would be possible, but the game is set during the golden age of pirates, aka 1600, 1750-ish. That isn't possible. Well, that's where it comes into... What did it say in the comics? Let's say in the comics of pirates. Can't even say that with a straight face. And I gave it a fair shot for 4.5 hours, okay? I'm not trying to shit on anyone's parade about Skull and Bones. I gave my info about Skull and Bones, and I think people that buy it ahead of time should know that this game's incomplete and it'll be better, I said I'll play it down the line. It'll be fixed in 8, 12, 18 months. If it's on sale or Game Pass, I will give it a shot down the road, but I'm not getting this when it comes out.